All right, folks, we got another revival going on here. So we got a Gabriel sighting. We got Gabriel out here. Say hi, Gabriel.
Hi.
Say hi, Gabriel.
Said hi.
No, say hi, Gabriel.
I'm not saying.
Okay. Anyway, what is it? What year is this, Gabriel? 94. I want the tractor. Forget that. Anyway, got a good deal on it. Here's the deal, though. We're gonna have to drag it out because there's a low water bridge between here and the road over yonder. We're gonna have to drag it out. So we're gonna get some air. I'm gonna set up the tripod, just put the camera on, and let's see. There may be air in them tires. You know what? There's already air in them tires. They said they parked this thing. Oh, there might be enough air just to go on. But it's a 4-wheel drive. I think it's a 94. Not a bad looking rig, but we'll show it to you later. I'm gonna go ahead and set up the tripod, and we're gonna get to work because we're fighting daylight. We got about an hour and a half of daylight left. We're only about 30 miles from home, but we'll get this thing pulled out of here and see what we got. What? Yeah, it does. You're right. You told me that. Neutral? Okay, first I'm going to cut here. I want you to watch and make sure it rotates here. Okay? Okay. Okay, then if the truck starts moving, then I'm going to steer it.
Okay, okay. Now, how would I come to a stop though when you start pulling?
That's why I got the chain as long as I can get it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Going. Little. Okay. Yeah. It's going. It moved. Yeah, it came out.
Okay, I want you to get in here. Tell me if you got a brake pedal or not.
It doesn't. I already started.
Okay, but you got the ignition on so you can steer, right?
Yeah.
And it's in neutral.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know where the e-brake is if you need it. Okay. So I didn't want to go down the hill with no brakes. Then he'd hit the back of a house truck, and then I'd be buying a truck or a tailgate. So we're gonna get her hooked back up and then get out of here. Let me stop and get my chain here laying on the ground. All right, I'll drag it along with us. All right. See if I can drag this log chain through all the cabin there, just to spice things up a little bit. All right, it'll be pretty flat from here on out. This low water little culvert up here though, and you gotta cut it. What happened, boy? All right, folks. I'll get you back on when we're driving out. We'll get her hooked back up here. All right, folks, you can see him back there behind us. We're just gonna creep this thing. I hadn't put on the e-brake halfway. And I don't want to gank it back and forth and everything. Yeah, like we're doing right now. All right, here's that little low water. I call it a low water bridge. I don't know what y'all call it. There's some good deer out here, folks. Y'all like deer hunting? Let's see. Not gonna tell you where we're at, but we're out in the vicinity of Elkins, Arkansas. And see, the trailer would have never made it over this. And I need to put some low gear here. All right. We got the fence right up there. All right, folks, the battery went dead, but we made it up over that hump, no problems. We stopped it here. We went and grabbed the trailer, got the trailer hooked up, and now we're going to get the truck on the trailer. All right, folks, it's got a little junk in the trunk there. It's dipping a little bit. This one's got an engine and a transmission, four-wheel drive, and a front transaxle. We got her on though. It is what it is.
Front differential.
Front differential. What'd I say?
Transaxle. That's a front wheel drive.
Okay, thanks, Gabriel. Thanks for pointing that out. Hey, don't step in that cow poop right there. Okay, and hopefully you won't fall and your face will fall right in it. Think I could do it? No, I don't. You know, I could throw it at you though.
I mean, it's on your hands.
Yeah. You ever been cow chipping? Yeah. All right, folks. We're going to hit the road. We got about a 30-minute drive, and we'll see you at the house. We're going to get this unloaded tonight. All right, folks. We got it home. Had to use a jack up here in the front, the leveling jack, to level out the trailer. Thing's heavy, man. It's four-wheel drive. We put 40 psi in the tires, try to make it roll better. Now we're going to we put the battery on a charger for a couple minutes for the winch, and now we're going to try to get it off. If it keeps going, there's a hill down there. It'll stop at the bottom. Alrighty, folks. I want to show you what we got going on. So these tires, this thing is so wide, those tires are up against it. Same thing on the other side of it. Alright, so we're just gonna have to, I got nothing behind it to put a strap on and pull it, so we're just gonna have to figure this out. So hey, we're gonna say goodnight, Gabriel. Good night. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Be just a couple seconds for you. We'll go ahead and get this pushed off, and then we'll come back and kind of go over the vehicle before we work on getting it started.
I don't know. I guess I'm recording for my dad today instead of my dad. Yeah, this the rig. You know, this gonna be different from my dad, I guess. I don't know what to tell y'all. Yeah, a lot of stuff in the rig. You know, all this junk and Bud Lights. He probably gonna cut that out, I ain't gonna lie, but it's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Whatever that brass thing is, I see a brass tube back there. That's my buddy Keegan. I guess we gonna try and get this running. Well, I guess I'll cut to that. First thing we got to start with is the battery. There's no power, and you need power. So we got a battery right there. We're gonna go get gas. Got some tools. So I guess let's see if we can find anything interesting up in here. I don't know if my dad showed it off much. No, the interior's pretty minty.
Is clean.
I know, dude. It's all clean.
Dang.
Everything's all good up there. No cracks in the dash. Nothing. Let's see what we got in the glove box. We got a shell. Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Oh, look at all that back there.
Fix a flat.
Oh, that's awesome. Hey, dude, that's why they still hold air. Dude, look at that sun visor.
That is classy, man.
With the glove.
Yeah, that's OJ's good.
You got a life vest. Eagle claw. Got an umbrella. We got some goodies back here. We got a trash bag. Oh, dude, look, we got another umbrella. Oh, whoa! I found de-icer from, like, I don't know.
This thing have,
old.
Huh? I guess it has occupancy sensors.
What?
Or not like a bug sensor.
Matching umbrellas. Got a red one. There's another one back there. I know you see. Got an owner's manual.
Gabriel owners.
That's me. Oh, we got a mirror on the ground. That's okay. Who said we need a mirror? That's my other buddy right there. That's Brian Martinez. We call him Brian Diaz at work. See, here's another Everlast flashlight. Oh wait, Ever Ready.
See if your mirror adjustment works on that side, or actually, wait, this is a tilt window, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's a tilt window. It's not mirror adjustment like that. Please don't. More insurance company. Well, that's it in the glove box. So I don't really feel like digging out the bed. So I'll get that footage for y'all tomorrow when I have more daylight, since it's my day off. Clean out this whole bed, whole truck, get all that for you. Right now, goal is to get it running. So I'll cut back to that. Alrighty, we got a light out here. We'll make this real fast because it's cold. There's no radiator fluid in the reservoir, but over here in the radiator, if I can get the cap off, if I wasn't an idiot. I can take the cap off. Oh, thank you. There's some in there, not a whole lot, but it's some. It stinks pretty bad. Then our oil, also very dirty. It's been sitting for a few years. It was tagged in like 21, so been a few years. I can slide it in. It's hard with one hand. I got it. I got it. Well, got a battery on it. I guess the next thing, we're gonna go get some gas real fast. Probably a fuel filter, maybe, and maybe some food. We'll see what we get going. I'll be back again, hopefully soon. Okay, and we're back. So I just tried hitting the starter a little bit. We're gonna see if that made a difference. I don't think it will. I think the starter might be fried, but yeah, go ahead and try and start it. We're gonna see what happens. Hopefully it's all right. What was that click called? You heard that, right?
I heard it. It was.
Okay, so then we're good. That's good.
Yeah.
So at this point, it's either up to our solenoid or to our starter. So what we can do here is put power to the starter. If the starter comes on, starter's good. We know it's that solenoid. Well, I guess I need to show y'all the solenoid, so I'm not leaving y'all in the blind. But he bumps it. We hear the clicky. Can you try doing it again, Brian? I mean, Keegan. Okay, yeah. See, you hear it click down here. So starter relay is good, but over here, our power wire goes to this solenoid, which goes down to our starter, which is this fat wire here. So at this point, it is either solenoid, and the way we can rule it out is by giving power to the starter. If starter kicks on, then we know it's the solenoid, or hopefully not the harness. I don't think it is, but that's where we're at now. So I'll get to that test point, and we'll be back again. Alrighty, folks, just a little lunch break. Well, it's dinner, but I guess for them. But we took the command wire off the solenoid. We're trying to see if we get power to the solenoid. Do it again?
That's what I'm doing right now.
Huh. Doesn't look like we're getting power. Are you holding it there?
Yes.
Huh. Getting power there. Try it again?
I'm holding it.
Yeah, like...
Cycle?
Yeah. Huh. Well, that's not good. Unless that's for ignition, I'm not sure. I mean, theoretically, this is getting power there. We should get power here and here. I don't know the instructions for this though, so I'm gonna have to do a little research. Oh, sorry, that's not good camera. We get power here, and then try again.
On.
Okay, yeah, nothing there. That also could be the ground for the starter solenoid, so I could be wrong. But I'll have to do a little research, and I'll get back to y'all. We good? We're good. So, just a little testing. This is supposed to be a 12 volt from the starter or the ignition set. So just to bypass it, we tried bumping the starter. Nothing. No cranks over. That's no good, Bobby. So the next test, just to make sure the motor isn't locked up or anything, that was a lengthy process due to my fault. For some reason, I kept going bigger, and it was a 15/16. Yeah, we don't talk about that. Well, get under here. And if you'll just show him it's cranking, not me, bro.
Oh, come on, man. You're the star of the show.
But it turned over pretty easily. Well, and you can hear that compression. I don't know if the mic can actually hear it. It's all the way down here with me, but back in there. There we go. But it cranks over well. Ain't no problems there. So starter's definitely bad. And then possibly we might have a relay issue from, not a relay issue, a wiring issue from the ignition to the starter solenoid. So I'll get back to y'all tomorrow. All right, guys. Well, it's the next day. I had to go run some stuff to my mom's house after everything. So kind of ended the night off, not cranking it, and then just doing a little bit of research just because I don't work on older cars like that. The starter solenoid is usually on the starter for me, not the fender mount. But a way to test for a bad solenoid, which I'll show y'all here in a second, is to just jump the big post. And when you do that, if it cranks over, you know you have a bad starter solenoid. So while I was out, I actually ended up getting a new Motorcraft starter solenoid. I don't know how well it's capturing it. Don't mind the kitchen. I don't know how much I'm getting on there, but yeah, it should be a pretty simple fix. I have all my tools from work, so it shouldn't take too long. We got new battery terminals just because the old ones were super corroded. And then I got a Haynes manual, but I'm gonna have to just return it because my dad already had one. Should have checked, whatever. And some brake fluid so we can hopefully find that leak. It looks to be the master cylinder because brake fluid is very corrosive and it'll paint peel paint wherever the brake fluid is leaking from. And Keegan yesterday managed to see that there was some paint around the main master cylinder that was kind of chipping, a little iffy, a little bubbly. So I'll get some footage of that too. And I guess let's get outside and start replacing this ignition starter solenoid. And I guess I'll show you all what we did to test it real fast too. I'll get you outside. All right guys, so we're here at the truck and now I can show y'all what I meant, sorry. So last night it was just kind of really late, so I didn't have a chance to grab the camera, but on our starter solenoid, the way we can test if it's bad is by literally just grabbing a screwdriver. And boom, we are cranking. Sounds good. So we're gonna go ahead and replace that. Hopefully that's our fix. Maybe it'll actually start once we get, you know, keys in the ignition, because yeah, there's no keys in there. So it's just cranking, strictly no keys. So I would think that means no fuel's coming out. I don't know for sure, because that is electronically controlled on these, the 1990 model. It's still fuel injected, so no carb, nothing like that, like my dad's days. Yeah, I know, I said it. Well, I'm young, guys. I'm only 19. I'm not that young. I'm getting pretty old myself. Not really, but. So I'll get the starter solenoid replaced real fast and then I'll get back to you. I don't really know if my dad wants me recording this or not, so I think I'm just gonna record for now. At least just me taking it off. I mean, I just have an impact. It's a 14, it's a 916 standard. I have a bunch of my standard stuff I never use. I brought it from work because I only use metric and I prefer it, honestly. These M&Ms, I'll tell you, so simple. And who knows, I might find out that this is all metric too, but you don't know. It just gets a little stuck in that wobble. There it goes, and then the nut comes out. So you just take the two nuts that are on the, I already lost one, okay. Take the two nuts off, and then you can take the wires that are on the starter solenoid, sorry, and then just these nuts, and then just remember what wires you got from what side too, because you wouldn't want to get it wrong either. You just take these off. I'm gonna keep recording that because, yeah, so this one was number 1, this one was number 2 with another wire, and number 3 is the square, and then number 4 is the other square. And then boom. Honestly, it should be pretty easy to remember since they all kind of just line up already how they work. It is an older truck. And then on the other side, just the one. Makes it really easy. And then to get this off the fender, well, if I can get this wire out of the way, there's 2, looks to be, I think 8 or 10 mils right there. I'm very much a millimeter guy, so if those are 8 or 10s, that would be sweet. So let me get those off. Oh, I want to drop my tools. I think I have an 8 mil. I do have my 8 mil and I have my 10 mil from work. I brought these from work. These are really nice. They're just extensions with wobbles at the end. Use these a lot. They are a bit pricey though, I will say that. Luckily, I had a student discount through when I went to school for, I guess, this stuff, if you will. I mainly did it for the newer cars just because I wanted to understand more about the computers, because this stuff's usually not as complicated, but it can still get there. You know, cars are cars, they'll do what they do. And they are 8 mils, by the way. I don't know what that would be in standard. Yeah, like I said, I do millimeters, not inches, not fractions. I don't like none of that. But there we go, 2 screws, and we're off. There's the starter solenoid. So I got a new Motorcraft one right here. And get this out of the box real fast. It's got 2 new nuts, so even if I had lost those, we're fine. And then here she is. Here's the old starter solenoid, very old and dusty, and here's our new shiny one. Caution, replaced with specified Ford service part only. Other parts may damage the engine electronic control unit, the fuel injection. Because I think that's all the computers controlled on these, as far as I know. Everything else is still pretty manual for the most part, or vacuum operated, which is better in my opinion, because I'm also not a fan of the computers, even though I went to school for it. It still sucks, but you know, it's okay. I know ignition time is also controlled by the computer, I believe, on these. Even though it has a distributor, it is controlled by the computer instead of like a vacuum in advance. Please correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I don't know. I'm just a kid doing something, you know what I mean? I'm just checking it out. Let's go ahead and get this on. Let's stop wasting some time. So I'll cut back to that. All right. While I'm here, I am going to replace these battery terminals. As you can tell, very rusty, corroded, whatever you want to call it. Same. Rust is corrosion. Wire's looking all right. I might clean it up a little and then replace that one. Same with the negative, because this one was really stuck on the old battery. Get this to focus. Come on, focus. Yeah, right there. You can tell where I got it with the screwdriver, but hey, I mean, it came off. So that's why we're going to replace it though while we're here. And that definitely has some corrosion too. So probably will end up cleaning these. I know my dad's got a battery cleaner somewhere, I think. But yeah, new starter solenoid's on. Everything's tightened down. Then this is your control wire from your ignition. Hopefully we are getting power from that. I would think so. I would hope so. I really hope so. But let me replace these terminals and then I'll get back to you. Alrighty folks, well, as you can see here, brand new terminals, brand spanking new. They fit on there tight. Well, that one did. That one was a little tight to get on. This negative went on pretty well. Positive was a little rough, but we got all that hooked up. I got the keys. Let's go ahead and try give her a crank then, shall we? Let me get this stuff on the ground. Sorry guys, don't want to get it falling in. Sorry. One more thing, I promise. Okay. Let's try this again then, shall we? Let's see what we got cooking here. Let's try the square key, like I told Keegan last time, but it didn't work. Ooh, went in butter. Our gauges work. Dang, look at our gauge on there. Maxed out. Let's try cranking it. And nothing happens. What if we try putting it in a different gear? Can't tell if that's a relay clicking or if that's the well, that kind of blows. Huh. Hazards don't work, maybe. That would be weird. Oh, look at that. Hazards work. What is going on here? I don't think it's a bad starter. We heard it crank. I don't think we got a bad position switch, do we? Nothing happens when you put it in neutral. Radio does die, so it's trying. But nothing happens. Why doesn't it want to crank? So it was not the starter solenoid. So I guess let me try and get some more. Oh, would you look at that? Rear tank works too, I think. And it's at about, well, looks like it's getting closer to empty. So that works. Back to the front. Well, let's just see if we can get it to start like that. I guess let's just try jumping it, see what happens. Because that's not working for some reason. Let's just see if we can try and get it to start. Well, she's not blowing. So I guess let me do some research and see what I can figure out here. I'll cut back to y'all. Alrighty, we're back, folks. So I guess I didn't really lose footage. I didn't record much. I was under the assumption we're gonna try and find the problem and then to go from there and get it started. But my dad called. I should probably inform y'all. So that's what we're gonna do here. So as far as I've gone, last night I stayed up a little tracing wiring diagrams for the starting and the ignition switch and all that. And I traced it out. So we have two yellow wires that I believe were pin, 8 and 7. Oops, excuse me. And to pull the ignition switch, it's pretty easy. There's only two 11 millimeters, or I believe I used a 7/16. Yeah, 7/16 to get these two nuts off of it. And then this will kind of slide forward and pop up, because when you turn the ignition at the key, there's a rod that goes down here and pushes this, which will push that spring and close our contacts to hopefully turn the starter. So what I'm gonna do is check for power here and here. So I'll get that set up real fast. All right, we'll see if I can do this one-handed, but as you can see, the ignition switch pulled. I got my positively going into one of the yellow pins. Got my voltmeter. Oh, let me turn my light off. It's a little bright, ain't it? Oh, no, that's just the glare. Never mind, that's not even my light. So reading 0, but when I ground out the negative, we get 12 volts. So our pin, I don't know if that's 7 or 8, but it's one of our hots and it's working. So we slide it over one pin and now we're in there. Ow, my elbow. And see if we get voltage there too. Oh, well, if my positive lead doesn't pop out, 1 second. Come on. There we go. And this in the right spot right there. Oh, well, come on. Checked it earlier. Oh, there it went for a second. 1 second, guys. Let me get this set up. All right, we'll see if I can do this one-handed, but reading 0 right now. Well, not reading. If I can get a good angle on that. And then if I ground out, 12 volts. So both our hot leads are coming in good. So our yellow wiring harnesses, or our yellow wires, not our harness, excuse me, is good. So next step is going to be checking this red and blue wire, because that's what goes to the, excuse me, whenever the ignition switch is in the start position, this red and light blue wire goes, so at pin 5 in the start position connects and goes all the way to red and light blue, the starter relay, which I'm wondering if that is our starter solenoid, just because it is a fender mounted starter solenoid, so that might be the starter relay too. I don't know, I'm not sure. On these other cars, it might just be like a regular starter relay too. I need to find that though for sure. And if I can get the ignition switch back on, I can test for power here. That'll tell me my harness, ignition switch, and all that is good. So let me get the ignition switch back on, back onto the column, and get back to you. Well, folks, we're back. Turns out, when you think you have it in, I guess you might not. So I definitely shorted it somehow. Yeah, not good. And now I don't have power coming in from the two yellows that we just had power coming out from. So the fusible link here, I'm pretty sure I blew. Yeah, that right there. So I guess I'm going to the parts store to get another one and probably another ignition switch, because yeah, it's fried. At least I think it is. I mean, it's burnt, so good job me, right? Well, I'll cut back whenever I'm back or somewhere on the road somewhere, you know. Okay. Well, folks, 2 fusible links later and an ignition switch, we're back. And hopefully I can get this in, get that crimped on, because my soldering iron's at work and I don't like using my dad's because it's a plug-in and I have an electric Milwaukee one. But yeah, here it is. You know, hopefully this solves our problem. Well, not solves our problem, fixes the issue I created. You know what I mean? No, I almost wonder if the ignition. No, I don't know, guys. But we're gonna try and not gump this one up. So let's get this bad boy in, and I'll be back again, hopefully with no bad news this time. Let's try again.
You gotta look at the camera. You want to be a YouTube superstar? No. All right, folks, listen, it is actually, what is tonight? Tuesday night? Yeah. So we drug this home Sunday night, and Gabriel was off work today, so I turned him loose. So Gabriel, tell us what you did.
I recorded all of it.
Well, tell me again, just briefly. You explain. Where are we at? Where are we at?
At this point, the starter solenoid was replaced, and the ignition switch, because I gumped it up.
Okay, because you hooked it up wrong and fried it.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Fair enough.
And then we replaced the fusible link here.
Okay. Ah.
And we found out, I found out that.
What is this?
That's,
what is all this?
That's the stuff that's supposed to go to that link, but this one wire is fried from literally this.
Okay, is that a hot wire?
Not right now, since it's not connected.
Okay. All right. So, well, we need to.
Look.
Okay, I'm listening.
This part from here to literally that part right there, there's no.
Okay. Well, we got some heavy gauge
wire.
wire. Okay.
That's why I had this going from here short.
So you got nothing in the cab? Do the dash lights come on?
Well, when I put this there, it completes the connection because it bypasses this.
Will it crank?
No, that's what I'm telling you.
Oh, okay. That's okay. So that's what we got to resolve. Okay.
And then in the ignition switch.
Okay. When you turn the ignition switch on, do you get the engine lights and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see it. Come on.
I gotta put this.
Well, don't worry about that.
But that's the only way it's gonna show it.
Okay. Well, show me. We're gonna ground that out and have a party, aren't we? Okay. Let's stop there. Let's stop there. Let's just stop right there. Okay. So, folks, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see if we can get to crank over. It's obviously dark outside, huh?
With the key.
But it's warm out here. It's about 50 degrees.
I said turn it over with the key.
We'll turn it over with the key. Okay.
Because I can jump the solenoid.
Okay. All right. Very good. So what we may do, this got 2 tanks on it, so a total of 30 gallons, 15 each. I think it is, right? This is you found out this was a 1990.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're thinking. Well, let's get in here and look real quick. I'll let you get that hooked up. We're thinking 53,000 miles. I mean, look how clean this engine. It's dusty, but look how clean it is in here. And look it up here. So, is this supposed to be a light? Why don't those, is there just a bulb missing in there?
I don't know what that is.
I think there's just a bulb missing. It's the same thing on the F250 sitting in the garage in there. And I got to figure that out. Okay, I'll let you figure that part out real quick. I'll just sit here and entertain everybody with my fingers. Okay, all right. Yeah, get some light. Do the windows work?
Yeah, everything works.
Oh, awesome. It's pretty clean in here. We got to give everybody an overview of this truck, and we'll do that in the daylight. Let me see the dash lights. Okay, good, but nothing, right?
Yeah, but nothing.
Okay. All right, and where's the mileage? So it says
53,000.
53,000. Shine the light down on the brake pedal. That's a dead giveaway. I think we got 53,000 miles, and that's what Hal told me. He told me 58.
The mileage down there,
huh?
Or the wiring and all that under the columns, all like it
brand
looks
new,
brand new. Yeah.
And the interior is really nice. Okay, all right, come on. So what we're going to do, we got to do a little exploratory investigation here. We're going to get some things shored up, see if we can get to crank over. If we get it to crank over, we could just spray a little brake fluid in the...
It's actually getting fuel.
Is it getting fuel?
There's a Schrader valve you can check here, and I pushed it down and fuel came
Yeah,
out.
but that fuel's been sitting in there 3 or 4 years.
So,
you know what? If it's...
The front tank's full now.
You didn't put 15 gallons in it. But you put
tank's
how much?
empty.
How much did you put in the front tank?
No clue.
You had a 5-gallon jug. Half of it.
So probably 2.5.
2.5 gallons of good gas with bad gas. All right.
The back tank's nearly.
How do you know it's on the front tank though?
The front
switch.
And rear switch.
Okay.
It's got an F and
so
an
it's
R.
on F and R.
Front
F and R.
I don't. Hey,
Okay.
You just flipped them off, man.
Okay. Did I flip? I did. I'm sorry if I did that. I'm sorry. Okay. All right. So let us do a little work here, and we'll get back. We'll get back with you. You're gonna see also. I haven't seen the video yet, but I'll put everything that Gabriel and his buddy Keegan have done to this point. I'll put that video before this video, meaning on the timeline, not a separate video. Okay. All right. All right, folks. We are back. Gabriel is with me. We're being civil to one another, so
Sometimes.
come on, man. Don't leave me hanging. Sometimes, you know, yeah. Anyway, all right. So you guys have watched all the hodgepodge of videos up to this point. We got it home. Gabriel, what did you do? You went. What was the ignition thing you messed with?
The ignition switch.
Yeah.
Well, there's in the wiring diagrams, which I got most of that in the videos.
Yep.
I think.
Yep.
There's 2 yellow wires that come in. Those are hot ends.
Yeah, yeah. What was the piece you burn up?
The ignition switch.
The ignition switch, not the tumbler, but the switch. Okay, very good. So you know what? I turned him and his 2 monkey buddies. They're all monkeys. I turned them loose on this. I've been working and actually am starting to get a cold again. And you can see I'm wearing short sleeves. It's probably 70, 65.
Yeah, it's warm.
It's supposed to be 70 on Christmas. When we went and got this truck, it was barely 30,
Yeah.
right? So we're trying to circle back and get everything done. It's been almost a week, right? It'll be a week tomorrow, Sunday. We picked it up. So, all right. So we've done that. I want to show you guys a couple things here real quick. Gabriel discovered through his mechanical abilities, which he's a certified mechanic, Toyota. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. The neutral safety switch is actually, we were getting power to that. So he ordered one of those. We changed it out. We just changed out the fuel filter. Let's grab this. I want you guys to see this fuel in here. I've smelt worse, but you can see that this fuel is pretty clear. So we're just going to run it. We put a new filter in it. We're just going to run it. So we've got the new fuel filter on. We need to make sure with new clips. They had wire ties in it. You know, those little compression clips. We put some new ones on there. We haven't checked for spark because we're great mechanics, but let's just crank it over a couple times and see what we got.
Did you put the negative terminal on?
Yeah, I'll be happy to put the negative terminal on. All right, negative terminal engaged. Just crank her. We checked the oil. It's a little dark, but looks good. You checked the radiator fluid?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a little.
All right, crank it.
Well, I don't think I lined it up.
You don't think what?
I don't think I lined it up right.
Lined what up right?
The ignition switch.
The neutral safety switch. All right, we'll check it. We'll be right back. All right, so he just wiggled the column shifter and it worked. So we'll worry about seeing if there's any adjustment or play in this when we get it, after we get it started. So go ahead, son. Oh my gosh. Go ahead. Do it. Man. Okay, you're probably gonna have to run it a little bit. Just keep doing that. Keep doing it. Easy. Yeah, that's good right there. You don't want to give her... Huh? Is it stalling when you let off the shifter?
Well, no.
Okay.
When I let off the gas.
Okay. All right. We'll just keep on the gas for a little bit. Is there an engine? Well, we won't know until we get started. Go ahead. I hate all these computers. He's the only reason. It could be fuel injectors. It could be anything. But go ahead. Huh. Tell you what. We're going to take off the air cleaner. So, all right, folks. Let's pull this air cleaner off and make sure we got good airflow and things of that nature. We'll be right back. So it cranked over.
It's starting.
Good job, son. Good job.
Look at this.
All right, folks. Here's all we did. We took off the air cleaner. Got some throttle body and intake cleaner. We sprayed some in there, and it cranked right up. And I forgot to film it, so that's on me. Hope y'all can hear me. All right. So go ahead and crank it over. Go ahead and start it. Okay. Give it a little gas. I'm gonna see what it does. Yeah. Let's just let it warm up for a minute. Yeah, it's what? No, it's idling. Just pop the gas. Yeah, see? Well, it could be a lot of things. It's crap fuel. Which tank, which you're running off the rear tank and it's showing what level? Quarter tank. Is that where you put the new fuel? Okay, so let's go ahead and shut it down. All right, so we're gonna take it. This has 2 tanks on it. So you're running off the rear tank, which is showing quarter tank.
Correct.
So let's take the new gas we have. Where'd you put the new gas?
Front tank, I think.
Why'd y'all put the gas in the front?
Keegan hit it and said that's the one that was empty.
It ain't empty. His marbles are in his head.
How are we getting it anyway, though?
Tell him I said that too. Okay, we're not gonna drain it. What we're gonna do is get some good fuel in that rear tank.
And get it running good.
Running, and then you can switch back and forth and then dilute that bad gas, because it wasn't horrible. It's just gonna run like crap. So let's go ahead and get the gas can and so we're gonna get the gas can, folks. We're gonna put a couple gallons in that back tank that's showing a quarter tank. Try to get some good fuel run through here. We'll have to get some injection cleaner in it and all that kind of good stuff. Then the last thing before we end this video is I want to see it move.
There's no brakes.
I don't care. We can still move it. So, okay, we got emergency brake. We got Josie. You can stop a big truck, right? Okay. All right, we'll be right back, folks. All right, get the gas can, boy. All right, folks. We actually found the spark plug wire off down there. Gabriel found it. It was running really rough. We put some fresh gas in that. We're running off the back tank, right? And what's it reading? What level? 3/8. Okay. And we put a half a can of wherever it went. The Berryman B12, the injector cleaner in there. So we've been letting this run a little bit. Go ahead and goose it a little bit. Let's see what we got. Yeah. Mufflers sound good. All right. So here's what we're going to do, folks. Roll the window down all the way. All right, close the door. I'm going to have you, all we want to do, folks, is just move. Hey, let me get the tripod out of the way. All right. Real slow, bring her forward. Put it in gear. Hey, turn the headlights on. Turn the headlights on. Oh yeah, beauty, eh? All right, let's drive forward. We got no brakes, 0 brakes. Come on. There you go. All right, now. Four-wheel drive's in neutral, right? All right. All right, let's go backwards a little bit, real slow. Real slow. Okay, go ahead and let off. There you go. Go back a little more. I want to get this backed up a little bit. Okay, let me check the tire chalk. Hang on. You're on it. All right, kill it. We'll take it. All this out. Okay, so Gabriel, what do you think about the truck so far?
It's great.
It's great.
Just
Okay.
need to figure out that miss.
What do we pay for this truck?
500.
Yeah, bonus. Well,
550.
they're digging up the title. We're still waiting on the title, but how many miles?
53.
53. Can I see that? Here, zoom in on. Not zoom in, but can you see it? Turn on the dome lights. Turn on the dash lights. Do they work?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, that's broke. You need a new one of those. I just broke that.
Oh, it's not broken. It goes back on.
Okay.
Get that right there.
All right.
Yeah.
So we looked at the brake pedal a little earlier, and everything indicates, and the condition of the interior, which is pretty doggone good. No, hey, that's a nice shell. Is that a shell?
Yeah, I found it in the glove box.
Okay. All right. Folks, we're gonna wrap this up. This video. It's been a long, tedious dragging out of the field revival, and what we're gonna be doing in the next video is brakes, tune up, getting it cleaned up, and things of that nature, and actually getting it on the road and drive. So hey, thank y'all for watching. Greatly appreciated. Let me put it back on the stand here. Greatly appreciated. And got more of this coming. You know, I'll be putting a video out of the status on the channel here shortly, but we got to change what we're doing. You guys want to see revivals, that's what we got to be doing. If you guys saw in the beginning of this video, there's a tractor, I think it's a Massey Ferguson 133, sitting right beside this truck when we pulled it out. I'm actually trying to work a deal to get that tractor. So thank y'all very much. Please like, please subscribe, please share, and please be abundantly blessed.